Welcome to our channel, Kids Tinya Kids Story. Today we have an exciting adventure story for you. It's about two brave boys named Tim and Tom who went on a thrilling journey deep into the jungle. Are you ready to join them on this adventure? Let's go. Once upon a time, in a small village near a dense jungle, lived two little boys named Tim and Tom. They were best friends and loved to explore the world around them. Every day after school, they would run off to play in the fields and dream about the adventures they would have. One sunny afternoon, the boys decided to go on a special adventure. They had heard stories about a hidden waterfall deep in the jungle, and they were determined to find it. "Are you ready, Tim?" asked Tom, excitement sparkling in his eyes. "Ready as ever, Tom," replied Tim, his heart beating with excitement. With a small bag of snacks and their favorite wooden swords, the boys set off into the jungle. The tall trees towered over them, and the sounds of birds and insects filled the air. They followed a narrow path, their eyes wide with wonder as they discovered colorful flowers, chirping birds, and playful monkeys swinging from the trees. After walking for hours, the boys finally reached a clearing. They could hear the faint sound of rushing water. "The waterfall must be close," said Tim. But as they were about to take another step, a low growl stopped them in their tracks. Standing right in front of them, blocking their way, was a huge, fierce tiger. Its golden eyes glowed and its sharp teeth gleamed as it snarled at the boys. Tim and Tom froze in fear. They had never seen a tiger up close before. The jungle, which had seemed so magical a moment ago, now felt dangerous and terrifying. But Tim, always the brave one, remembered something his father had told him. "Tom," he whispered, "tigers can sense fear. We have to stay calm and think of a way out." Tom nodded, though his legs were shaking. "What do we do, Tim?" "We have to make ourselves look bigger and not run. If we run, it might chase us," Tim said, trying to stay as calm as he could. Slowly, the boys raised their arms, holding their wooden swords high above their heads. They stood as tall as they could, looking the tiger straight in the eyes. The tiger stopped growling and looked at the boys curiously. It seemed surprised by their bravery. Then, with a mighty roar, the tiger turned and disappeared into the jungle. The boys stood still for a moment, hardly believing what had just happened. When they were sure the tiger was gone, they let out a sigh of relief and hugged each other tightly. "We did it, Tim. We faced a tiger and didn't run away," Tom exclaimed. "Yes, we did. We're brave explorers," Tim replied, smiling. The boys decided to turn back and head home, feeling proud of their adventure. As they walked back, they talked about how they would tell everyone in the village about their encounter with the tiger. When they finally reached the village, they were greeted by their worried parents. But when Tim and Tom told them about their brave adventure, everyone was amazed and praised the boys for their courage. From that day on, Tim and Tom were known as the bravest boys in the village. And though they still loved to explore, they knew that sometimes the greatest adventures were the ones where they faced their fears and came out stronger. And so, they lived happily, always ready for the next adventure, but with a new respect for the dangers of the jungle. And that's the story of how Tim and Tom became heroes in their village. Remember, kids, sometimes being brave means facing your fears and staying calm. Thanks for joining us on this adventure. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting stories. See you next time.